I think Salah's been probably our best outfield player, even though he's had absolutely horrible performances this season, just like everyone else, just like all the world-class players. But for me, I just think with Mo, his creative side is always underappreciated because I think he's extremely creative, especially in the final third.
So yeah, I want to respond. First and foremost, I think everything you say is fair. What he has been is fantastic, and I also just want to say as well, what I was doing then was looking for me headphones because I don't want to talk over you, because I don't think you're gonna like what I'm gonna have to say next. And it's a very simple thing. It's something that I've been thinking about for a couple of days. But honestly, Husam, I think that the time for Mo Salah's done. I think he's the best has been shown from Mohamed Salah's standpoint. First and foremost, last season, yeah, he got goals, but it was nothing but tap-ins. And I know tap-ins still have some sort of value, Husam, but from a guy who at one point was just electrifying, constant chances, this, that, and the other, last season just didn't look the same at all. And I've just got to sit here and say, brother, do you know when I see fans sitting there just being okay with him starting every game, just shows me there's no ball IQ in football no more. Zero. And then do you know when you sit there and say he's a creator, Husam? Everything you ever say on your channel, absolutely adore it. That one thing right there, my friend, can't understand it. What? Because he gets just assists alone, so he puts a final pass into a player. It's not unlike a Trent. Trent is a creator. Salah is nothing like Trent. Kevin De Bruyne is a creator. He's nothing like that either. So I think from that standpoint, what you're doing, you're putting him on a pedestal that doesn't exist because you're saying he's a creator and he doesn't deserve to be there. If you did want to say he's a volume merchant, then that's fine. If you want to say he's a stat merchant, that's also fine. Anything else beyond that, I do think you're massively overrating him, brother.
I don't think I'm overrating him at all. I think you're underrating him, if anything. I'm not saying he's like a KDB level creator, but he definitely is creative in the final third. You know, some of the passes he plays in the final third, you know, is just, it's not something normal that anyone can do. Even you look at kind of like right now the player that's probably going to get into like the team of the season, Bukayo Saka on that right hand side, and those passes in the final third that Salah makes look easy are actually incredibly difficult passes. You look, for example, at the goal that Gakpo scored against Man United, that goal where he sent Martinez back to Argentina. That for example...
That was basic. That was basic. Come
No.
on.
That's
is just a little tiny person.
That's not a pass that any right winger in the world would do. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't.
Do you want me to tell you why? Because of his lack of ability. That's the only instead of using his right foot, he'll use his left foot. That's the only thing, Husam. That's why he'll do the outside of the foot shot.
Why would he change to his right foot?
I'm just using other examples where instead of using his right foot, he decides to use his left because of the lack of technical ability. True or false?
False.
False?
I think he's got technical ability, yes. You know, here's my thing, right? Let me tell you why
he's got at least 2-star skill moves.
Let me tell you, it's not about skill moves. Let me tell you what the thing is with Salah, right? This is my thing with this whole Salah conversation. I try to be balanced on it. My issue is when people act like he's Jamie Vardy on the wing, or when people act like he's Neymar. He's not Vardy and he's not Neymar. There exists a world in between. He's not as creative as Neymar, but he's not as non-creative as Vardy being on the wing. So he has a creative side.
Husam, hold that thought very quick. Chat, let me know if there's an echo now, because now I've moved the microphone away from the laptop, so I don't want it to echo off that. Right, anyway, Husam, carry on.
Yeah, I think the echo went, by the way. The thing is, like, so yeah, as I said, I just, like, what you're describing is essentially Vardy on the wing. That's basically what you're describing. That, for me, is an inaccurate description of Salah. I don't think, he's not Neymar, and he's not, like, Vardy on the wing either. He's in the middle. He's just, he's not as creative as the all-time greats, but he's creative too. My thing is there's a gray area, man. Like, it's not like he's either unbelievable or he's just crap and he's just a tap-in merchant. I don't think he's a tap-in merchant either. He scored some brilliant goals even this year. Like, he scored great goals. So, listen, for me, I think his goal scoring...
Do you think you could score some great goals if you got 100 chances?
No, not like Mo Salah. And by the way, the whole volume
you couldn't
thing...
score one curler in the top bins, Husam. Come on. Right, where's the self-belief?
I was a DM. That's where I played DM. I played DM. You know what it is? Like, here's the thing. When you say he's done, or like we want to move him on or whatever, you even look at the right wing market, and you know, I know your FSG out as well. Knowing how this club operate, they're like, if we do sell Salah, they're probably gonna get you like, I don't know, Harvey Barnes and go like, that's Salah's replacement. And then at the end of the year,
That'd be on FSG's part for not replacing him. But if they got an adequate right winger, let's say someone on the level of Ousmane Dembele, I understand that one's not particularly realistic, but someone with that bit more technical ability, tell me you wouldn't want those. You wouldn't want that silkiness on the wing. You say creativity. He's creative.
Because for Ousmane Dembele would play 3 games in the Prem.
Don't tell me that I don't know ball and that Dembele would not be a great signing for Liverpool. I think he's probably the guy to replace Mo Salah.
He'd play 3 games in the Prem. He'd play 3 games. He's
injured
all the time.
Husam, I've just learned the type of person that you are. A great gentleman, first and foremost. But you're the type of guy to say that Salah's better than Hazard, aren't you? You're that type of guy. What?
Of course.
No, Husam, don't do this.
I am doing this. I am doing this. I think Salah's better than Hazard.
Husam. Don't disappoint me, Husam.
I think Salah is better than Hazard, though.
On what premise?
Consistency, consistent deliverance.
So longevity is your sole premise?
No, but when you say longevity is your sole premise, you look at Eden Hazard. He objectively had 2 off seasons, moved to Real Madrid in his prime, and did absolutely nothing. That could go down as the worst transfer in history of football. Like 100 million, and he ain't even starting ahead of a young Vinicius or a young Rodrigo, 18-year-olds coming from Brazil. So like for
prime
me,
Eden Hazard does not go over Salah.
No, prime Salah's better.
At what? Name one thing that he's better at.
Goal scoring, positioning, consistency, playmaking in the final third. They both have it. Chill, relax. They both have it. But of course, I think Hazard's better at it. Dribbling, of course, Hazard. But I think here's the thing. I don't think Hazard on the left wing for Liverpool would have done what Salah would have done on the right wing for us.
Yeah.
Even prime Hazard wouldn't.
Do you know people in the chat as well saying that I've got low football IQ? I just understand that user or stat merchants. Like, that's what the new football...
I haven't mentioned the stat once.
I'm not. No, but you did. You said he's a goal. When I mentioned you and him and Hazard, you mentioned goal scoring. The first thing I mentioned to you, you mentioned goal scoring. So you have mentioned stats.
Yeah, but you told me what he's better at Hazard than. Of course, it's gonna be goal scoring is the first thing that's gonna pop up because he's obviously elite at that.
Yeah,
and it's not just volume.
Go on.
Do you watch the NBA?
No.
Okay. Even if you don't, here's the thing. You probably heard of Steph Curry because he takes a lot of threes. He scores a lot of threes.
Curry. Do you know how many times I land a Curry shot, lads? Don't even start with me, Husam. Come on.
Listen, Steph Curry doesn't have the highest 3-point percentage in the NBA, but because he takes so many, he's still regarded as the greatest shooter of all time because he makes a lot of the difficult ones as well. From Mo Salah's perspective, since 17-18, he's essentially been guarded or defended by 2 people minimum. And on top of that, he always finds a way to be in position, which shows you IQ levels. He's always in the right place at the right time to score goals. So, and the reason why you see the likes of Son or blah, 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 maybe at a higher, finishing percentage than him is because they just don't take as much risks as him. He's willing to take a shot from outside. He's willing to cut in and shoot, even if it gets blocked or deflected or whatever. So he takes risks in the final third, which I like.
Fair dues. I appreciate the football and knowledge, Husam. Shout out to Shah. Hey, Husam, do you ever get like really stupid people in your chat, like just dumb people?
Yes, plenty of.
I get dumb people. Here's one of them. Busted you, James. You're just trying to make convo. Good to vape, and we'll say Salah. Still class later in the stream. You did this with Grizz. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this at all. This is actually be a joke because here's the thing with Grizz. What was we talking about again? It was Fabinho, wasn't it? And I said, oh yeah, like he's finished this, that. No. Like Fabinho, he's someone who I believe is 1 foot out the door, needs to start looking at, but still got a place. Mohamed Salah's one of those where he just cannot be, in my opinion, the regular right wing next season. And if you don't think I'm being serious, chat, then you really need to start learning about the all-round game of football. Stats is not everything. And if a goal scorer is going to take round from your all-round game, then yous are the deluded ones, not me. Shout out to Luke Vex T. Hazard 100%, not stats-wise, but I actually watch.
If you ask these Chelsea fans this, if you ask them Gerrard or Lampard, they'd say Lampard because of GA. They're just disingenuous.
Maybe. Cheese Doodle says Hazard levels above. We'll ask Cheese Doodle who he supports. But yeah,
Chelsea.
I mean, I suppose the final question then on Mo Salah, he's the guy to win us league titles in the near and distant future.
Yes, absolutely. I think he can 100% be a player that plays up until he's 35, 36 because of the way he takes care of himself. I mean, even if you look at his injury record, for example, you know, I don't want to jinx him because I have bad jinx, but he's only got injured like 2-3 times over the last 5 years. And when it comes to Mo, like, I think he could genuinely be a football player at Liverpool Football Club till he's 35, 36, and I think he could maintain consistency levels. And
You
only
are
when he's
wild.
gone... Only when
Husam,
he's
I
gone.
love you because of that reason, but you are wild. You are wild, my friend.
I am
36.
I am wild. Yes. No, but you see how the man takes care of himself. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do anything wild. Like,
No, you're a CR7 fan because he's got a six pack. You're happy with him playing till he's about 41.
Don't smear me with that shit. Messi's the GOAT.
Let me give you
Messi's
one
the
reference.
GOAT.
One
Messi's the
reference. One reference. Do you know before Ronaldo joined Manchester United, where did they finish?
Where did they finish? I don't. Probably they won the league, maybe, or second.
No, I'm not saying first time. I'm saying second time. So he
the
left.
Ollie times. Yeah, they finished second.
Finished second. When he left, when he joined and had that first season, where did they finish? So they went from second to where?
I think they finished like fifth or sixth.
Sixth. So a player like Ronaldo came in, scored them mega goals in all competitions, yet they went from second to sixth. Out of the last 3 seasons, we've had Mo Salah not playing good in the all-round game, but just getting goals. And you've saw the drop-off that we've had. I only raise the question, if it takes a detriment to the all-round team, you probably want to start looking for replacements. Husam,
but I don't think it's a detriment to the team. That's where me and you disagree. I disagree with the premise. I don't think he's a detriment to the team at all. I think he makes our team better, if anything. You look at that final third. If you analyze our forwards right now, Nunez can't hit a barn door. Luis Diaz is an unbelievable futsal player. Dribble, dribble, dribble. When it comes time to make that easy final third pass that Mo Salah does with ease, because it's so easy, he can't make that pass. And when the time comes for the easy tap-in, Diaz doesn't make that easy tap-in. I think Jota is great. He just gets injured a lot and he goes on long goal-scoring droughts. Just this season, he was on a year goal-scoring drought. So Gakpo, I really like Cody Gakpo. I think he's quite creative. He's good at build-up play, all of that. So I really like him. But you look at Mo Salah, and he actually makes all of them better. Like, if you actually watch a Salah comp, the amount of misses, like, I'm going to take your mind back to a time when Salah wasn't even playing.
Just know that he's referenced the compilation, chat. A compilation.
No, I'm not.
Sorry,
listen.
Carry on.
Listen, a Salah comp is either a Darwin Núñez miscomp or a Mane miscomp. That's it. And you know this, I'll say 2 things. Now, you go back to the Crystal Palace.
You're not about to shit on Mane, are you?
100% I am. The first,
no,
James.
Don't do it.
James. He's about to sign for Al Ittifaq in Saudi Arabia. That's where he's about to play in his prime. Exactly. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you very much, James Redmond. When you go to the second game this season, Crystal Palace, right? Salah alone in that game created, I'm not talking about scored or GA, created Darwin Núñez 3 goal-scoring opportunities. Not goal-scoring, absolute goal-scoring opportunities. He missed all 3 of them. This is the thing I've seen. Salah is creative. My issue is, I'll just give you bottom line. I don't want to do monologues. My thing is, I've always maintained this. Neymar is a lot more creative than Salah. But can we stop acting like Salah's Jamie Vardy on the right-hand side where all he does is run in behind and score? That's not what he does. He's very creative. He holds up the ball. He creates space for others. He does a whole lot of stuff on the football pitch. And he's injury-free. That's the thing.
Shout out to Mark. He says, would you sell Salah to PSG for Mbappe? Not even a question.
I just don't think it's realistic.
I'd drive him to wherever he needs. I'd drive him to Paris.
Do you think it's realistic though?
No, of course it's not. We're never going to get Mbappe as long as we live. Never as long as we live, especially with FSG as owners. But
imagine paying Mbappe 1 million a week, like.
Don't mind if I diddly do, my friend, yeah? You know that score, Husam, yeah? Hey, Husam, respect me knuckles, yeah? You know the dance, lad, you know the dance. Yeah, you're a stat merchant, but I love you, lad, you know what I mean? You're a little stat merchant. You're not a stat merchant. Man. Oh, you start me, Husam, you're a stat merchant.
That's my goat, bro.
Chat, a W for Husam being a stat merchant, and L if he's got ball knowledge. A W for stat merchant, L for ball knowledge.
Spam L chat.
Name 4 better right wingers than Salah in the Premier League. Okay, Saka, he's one.
Oh, stop it.
No,
So
Bukayo
bad.
Saka's better than Mohamed Salah. Come on,
he's
come
not.
on.
No,
He's got
he's
way
not.
more to his game. He was playing right back. He got
you
Arsenal. What?
First of all, Salah was playing left back in Egypt. Second of all, if I bring you an Arsenal fan to the stream, he'd tell you Salah's better than Saka. He's an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fans smoke budge as well.
Bro, if they had Salah instead of Saka, they'd be sat here Premier League winners. Let me not even.
Let me not even. The chat's absolutely going for it.
The chat is on, by the way. There's
don't
500
don't
Ls,
hate you.
by the way.
It's made my laptop go slower with all the L's that there was. Shout out to Hamez. Do you know how to pronounce this gentleman's name, Husam, by any chance? Because I'm having a nightmare. Grand. Don't have to diss one club legend to praise another. But is Mo Salah even a club legend? I'm messing. I'm only messing with you. Of course he is. Saka is better than Salah at nothing.
Not even
that was a good one.
By the way.
Oh, come on, Husam. Nah, Husam, can I tell you something, my friend?
Like that. He really ain't.
Husam, can I tell you something?
Yes.
I've been lying the whole time, my friend. Like, I don't want Salah to go. I'm very happy with him at our service. And I just wanted you to have a mini heart attack for the time that on your debut on James Redmond TV. Before, if anyone knows if Husam's in the chat, is because Husam is actually going to be on the stream later in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I want to do a debate with Husam, and I'm going to basically play the part of someone who hates Mo Salah, and I want Mo Salah to leave, right? So I'm going to do that for about 10, 15 minutes chat. Yous can't tell him, and I probably shouldn't have told yous, but because yous are sick, I know you'll play along with it. He loves Mo Salah, but I'm going to make it like I want him to go. But I just want yous to know that I don't actually want him to go. So I'm praying that he's not watching this, because that would have ruined the plan. How do you feel that you lost a debate to a person who didn't even believe what he was talking about?
First of all, I didn't lose the debate. I'm undefeated in debate. Because you know what it is? I realize with you don't do low blows. If we're doing an actual debate, I go real low with them debates. If you start a mani debate,
okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So Husam, so going forward, the chat can expect us to just absolutely low bollocks each other when it comes to debates.
Absolutely. Triple H,
Love that,
dirty.
love that. DX settings. You know the score, Husam. I'm going to spend all my P's to dispute this blasphemy. Well, the blasphemy is no more. It's non-existent. Mohamed Salah's the GOAT. In fact, Husam, if you go back and watch the start of the stream, the same goes for the chat. If you've unsubscribed, it's fine. Come back, my children. We're all Gucci, mate. We love Mo Salah. Mo Salah's elite. I said it at the start of the stream. I actually defended Mo Salah. That was the controversy I raised. I raised the controversy that Mo Salah doesn't get enough respect, Husam. What are you saying about that?
That's facts. He don't get enough respect at all.
That's
I will
fact.
only
Do you know one
respect
thing
him
that
when he's gone.